Hey, Caroline.
Shoot the egg.
Hey, SB.
This is Silver Ball Century, a chronological compendium of the pastime of the future, pinball. Every week we introduce to you new electromechanical marvels and games of skill through the wonders of emulation technology. And now, here's your host, Arborelia.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Game Boy. Hey, Caroline. Hey, Chiron. Hey, Espion. So I had a great time at Pinball Expo, and I think that's what I'm going to use the recap thing to show some pictures from, because some of them are very relevant to Silver Ball Century. So in particular, at Chicago Pinball Expo, there was this amazing booth with 1930s pinball machines. They had it kind of set up like a speakeasy, playing, you know, appropriate music and everything, and they let you play the machines. I think a lot of these are from Pastimes, but when they're at Pastimes, you don't get to play them. But here they had, you know, operators handing out the correct old nickels that make the machines go, and you could play them. And I sure did. They even had a tournament of it. So here's Major League. And we finally know the rules. It really is a batter up every time. You start with a batter up. And also, if you hit single, double, triple, or home run while you don't have a ball on base, or a batter up, it really does have white pinballs, yeah. If you hit single, double, triple, or home run while you don't have a batter up, that ball rolls down into the batter up position. It makes so much more sense than what the VPX does. We got an action shot of Cat playing World Fair Jigsaw. I suspect that the VPX of World Fair Jigsaw is a photo of this machine. The guy running the booth mentions that he's had virtual pinball people ask him for pictures. Cat put up a great score on World Fair Pinball, but did not complete the World Fair Jigsaw, but she did not complete the Jigsaw, which would have won the medal that's sitting on the machine if she had done it. Alright, speaking of Cat being cool, Cat even took this action video. Here we go. On Cavalcade, knowing how Cavalcade works was huge for competing on these machines. Alright, way to go, Cat. Yeah, she is pretty cool, isn't she? Power Rangers pinball machine. There's not a real one. I bet somebody's made a virtual machine with that theme. Just a couple of other machines that were playable and in the tournament. This one's called Spitfire. If the ball rolls down to the bottom, it goes into a kicker that shoots it up the middle for more exciting things that it can land in. And this was, I think, my favorite one. It's called Rapid Transit, where when you get the ball in one of these top holes, it sends pinballs on these elevated lines that go onto the lower play field where things are worth more points. And then there's these blue pinballs that count the number of times that you got it in the top center hole. I think that's the elevated one, and the other ones are just the basic transit. It is so cool. And my final round of the tournament was competing on this machine where I won 17,500 to 17,000. So yeah, speaking of that, that's me. This is me holding the 3rd place trophy out of 21 entrants in the pre-war pinball tournament. It was such a good time. And so was like the main tournament and the women's tournament at like the actual big event with all the Stern machines. Had a great time staying up all night for the women's tournament, which ended at 5:30 p.m. Ended at 5:30 a.m. Because of some flawed scheduling. But this was my favorite tournament of the event. Alright, but let's get back to our virtual pinball. I'm gonna get myself a drink of water, and then the first game tonight is going to be Gottlieb's Queen of Hearts. Yeah, I want to keep in touch with the guy so that I can try to make VPXs of Genko Baseball, which was the cooler version of Major League, a game that actually like keeps track of your outs and ends after 3 outs, and maybe Rapid Transit also. Hey, Escrunt. Alright, so yeah. You know what 50s machines often have is gobble holes. Or, Queen of Hearts with 5 brand new drop-through ball trap holes. Just pitching to the operator that people are going to lose their ball faster in a way that feels like they did something. Never be a playing card-themed pinball game again. Hey, David. I modded this table for this episode. I figured that was an important thing to do because, for a table from this era, it should be a very shallow table angle with weak flippers. Nice! Thank you for submitting a score, and the score bot is now keeping track of high scores. Nice. All right. So, all right, we take 2 of those top lanes. Hitting. Ooh, nice. Hitting all 4 top lanes light to special. Once again, we've got points that are like different from your score number. All right, look at that. I'm in the hole. I got 500,000 points. The secret is you always get 500,000 points at the end of your ball. So that's just saying, haha, we got your pinball. Now you get to plunge another one. Hey, Anthony, I'm doing well. So if you're competing for high score, it's mainly that you want to go back and forth through those gates a lot. There we go. And, theoretically you can light a special by hitting all of the hearts. I don't actually understand what the rest of the playing card lights are for, like where the spades, diamonds, and clubs come in, besides being what the rollovers are. But that's okay. They might just be fake. They might have no lights in them. It would be entirely in keeping with this era of pinball. Yay, through the gate. The gate is, like, even with the flippers being weaker than Loserman designed them to be, the gate is very backhandable. Loserman being the person who recreated a lot of classic tables in VPX originally, including this one. Alright, I got a replay for something. This table seems to hand out replays like candy, actually. I'm at 700, 5,000. Hey, Donkey Clock, okay. That would make sense. And I got a replay on points now, which points are not score, but I've got 24 of them. Which tells me that, like, something's supposed to, like, kill your progress on points before this, because, like, I just got 6 replays or something, all according to what the score says. But oops. But something is still weird. Something is still clearly not happening as it would physically on the table, because you don't just want to hand out free games like that. Oh yeah, that lights the spade. Yeah, like my number of points, like those lit point bumpers, I hit a lot of them. Probably they're firing too hard, and so you wouldn't normally hit that many bumpers. That could be. You know what? Let's take a look on IPDB. Because we should be able to tell if they're springy bumpers or passive bumpers. They sure look like pop bumpers. They look accurate to what's in this virtual pinball game. However, I'm noticing the replays, like the one replay for 20 points, for 25 points, and all that, that's not on the instruction card. Loserman added those. Loserman, so I think oh shoot, what was my score? It was like 7 point something million. All of those replays, that's what would not be on the machine. All of those different replay scores. I can probably go adjust that in the script if I make another version of this. I should also put my nickel in there. I was just going to take one. 775, yeah. Sounds right. Oh yeah, you're right. It is on the sticky note. Oh. And see, that's a gobble hole doing its job. Thank you. So yeah, that was some good point scoring. If I get motivated to, I can make another version of the machine that has the replay numbers that are in the photo on IPDB. Hey, Claire. Pinball Expo also had a classics tournament with games from like late 60s through 1986. And I did not do nearly so well in that one. But also it was a buy-in tournament where you could keep spending $3 for a new card, and I did not spend a lot of money on it. The number of replays is just clearly silly at this point. Can I end this by getting the special? Like, I don't need a special, but can I get a special for making a royal flush? Just need to get it in the jack. Oh. Right, rolled it. $10, $160. I want to make sure. Am I running on the version with the correct flipper strength here? Because I was getting some good flips in there. I am not. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know if y'all have a version with 500 flipper strength, but I sure don't. Did it not save? I wanted to turn it down to like 600. I'm not going to submit that score because clearly I have the flippers too strong. I'm going to make a live adjustment, and we're going to see how it plays after that. Yeah, the slope is changed. The slope was changed, but the flipper strength was too strong. Let's see how this plays. One, it's still possible to get it through the gates. The flippers should be much weaker than it was. Yep, 3.5 is what I turned it down to. Now, if we're really trying to recreate this table, we should consider, should the slings be weaker also? And one issue there is, like, you know, I've played some 50s pinball tables, but, you know, I've played them when they're, you know, 70 years old. They might have played differently when they were new. These flippers are definitely playing differently, but you can still get it up there. Alright. Gobblehole's doing their job now. Yeah, 900 was what it was originally. I think it must not have saved when I tried to collect the flipper strength. Hey, maybe I get a full house. So what you do is you go to the element picker, which is under one of the menus, or sometimes you can get to it with Control-Shift-E. Hey, full house. What was that score? That was a more reasonable 4.8 million. And you find left flipper and right flipper in there. Do one more. See if I can get a better score with the weaker flippers. I'll keep that previous score, but the one where I rolled it, just playing on the version that's not what I meant, I don't want that one. I want to roll it for real if I'm going to do that. Hey. It's kind of funny that, like, with all the things to distract you, it really seems like the what matters for your score is how many times you hit the gate. I set it to 600. Also, check me on this. Did I bake my my perspective settings into the VPX? I used to do that instead of using POV files to get this portrait mode top-down perspective. So I realized I might have like saved that perspective and ruined it for everyone who uses a landscape desktop view. If so, I should go back and fix that. Let's do one more with the new squishier flippers. Oh. I'm sorry about the confusion there, but, you know, the quest for authenticity is difficult when we're talking about machines that you pretty much have to go to an expo or a museum to even see. And you don't get to do that all the time. Okay. I will try to put the settings back to what landscape desktop users would expect, because that's how most of them are. Wow, I've got over 2 million points. The trick is, it's impossible to score less than 2.5 million unless you tilt. Hey, that was a good flipper hit. Just use momentum there. Nice bounce there. Yeah, I forget, is there a machine called Queen of Diamonds? It sounds like the name of a Gottlieb machine. I'm gonna guess it's like a variant of King of Diamonds, right? King of Diamonds was one of the ones that was in the Classics tournament. It's completely unrelated, okay. Get back to the table list. Our next table up is one that I really enjoy. It is William's Skyway. However, I've realized I should run ads. If I choose when to run ads and do it between the tables, then both I get to take a break, and it means it's not going to interrupt you with ads while we're playing the table. So I'll see you all in a couple minutes. Of course, if you're subscribed, you get to hang out with me for a bit. Yeah, DK, I wish I knew how to get together this information to more accurately recreate these tables.
Don't shoot until you see them jump.
Hey, Mr. Saturnute. Good evening. Alright. Our ad break should be done. So we are ready for Williams Skyway. It defies comparison. This is a really interesting and different pinball machine. So check it out. We got one flipper. Also, I remember someone commented last time that, like, this back glass. This is the future if pinball respected women. Alright, so we put a nickel in. Oh, I meant to turn off the music while I'm playing. Oh, we can keep it going because I sure need to play now. So one thing you're trying to do is get the ball through all of these slots to the left. Oh. And when you do, two things happen. One is you get to score that slot. And then the other thing is that the ball goes into the kicker, which sends it upwards and could put it into that center kicker, which at which point cool things happen. Unfortunately, I keep losing it out the out lane. Maybe I'll get it through one of these slots one of these times. Come on. Hey, we got it in the 8. So now it's in the kicker, which is in there. Hey, we landed in the slot, which kicks it up there, and stores it over on the side. Oop. However, that was my last ball. So that's basically a gobble hole at this point. The trick is if you get every one of your pinballs in there, then it will send one down through the return ball hole, and you get your ball back. All right, so that was a score of 2.8 million, looks like.
Stop them!
Is Avod? Oh, I missed the all right, yeah. I missed the tiny 20,000, you're right. And, you know, we just saw an example of it, but also on the 30s machines, just all the mechanisms that reset the machines are very cool. Donkey Kronk, thank you so much for the resubscription! For the long year of support, 18 months. Alright, we're out of there for a moment. Like, if you don't get your first ball in one of the side holes, you're never getting any of them back, I'm pretty sure, is the way that it works out. But also, if you ever lose a ball down those center lanes, you're also not getting them back. What would be great is just to plunge a ball into the kicker. All right, hit a lane. Nice. Ah. All right. Improve the score a little bit. Oh. Keep changing the lighting when I think I'm hitting the ball loader button. Haha, saved it. Nice. Oh, it didn't put it in there. Nice 500,000 though. Good. Oh, come on. Well, hey, Karma. Probably could have flipped that somehow. All right, 2.5 million. All right, we're in there. And missed the kicker. We're back in the left lane. All right, the score's getting up there. Yeah, this machine does more with one flipper than many of its contemporaries do with two. Or, you know, six. Aw. 3.369. Hey, Kamikaze. Hey, Delaney. All right, let's see if I can figure out the plunge that goes into the rocket. That wasn't it, but... Ah! It's just so disheartening to lose the first ball that way, because it means you'll never be able to take advantage of the side. Something I think we noticed last time that I replayed this machine is that depending on your version of VPX, the lights on the left half of the table don't change, which is certainly happening to me right now. Good news is those don't matter except for a replay. Like, the scoring is working correctly. Yeah, we had the 1930s pinball tournament at Expo, and I got third place, and I think that knowing the rules to some of them definitely helped with that. Nice. Let's get in the kicker. That was 20, and let's put another nickel in. Yeah, that would be neat. I thought that, I thought at first that the 30s tournament was going to be like a real tournament that counted for Whopper points and everything, because it was on... Shoot. It was on match play. But I think one thing that Sammy mentioned to me is that if it doesn't have flippers, it's not allowed to count. And, you know, it's fair. We're talking about the IFPA here. The F stands for flipper. So if you don't have flippers in the game, it might not be an IFPA tournament. Problem with the 50s tournament is just that the high score, the things you do for the high score are sometimes just kind of bullshit. And I kind of wonder, like, is it, you know, they don't want to get into, like, a turf war with bagatelle leagues, which apparently might still exist? Or might have still existed until recently. I want to make sure that people aren't putting, like, bingo machines into their tournaments. Alright, that game was terrible, but I want to do another. Nice, 500k. Oh! There was a flipperless table that a company made in, like, the early 2000s. And it was themed around Bacardi rum, and, like, the internal name for it was Bacardi Baffle Ball. Although it wasn't Baffle Ball at all. It's a lot more like, the star-themed tables, like 5-star Final, or 6-star, or whatever the ones are that have that figure-8-shaped playfield. Alright, come on, let's try to get a good first ball here. 5.7 million, nicely done. Alright, hit some good rollovers there. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I want to update my guide. And also I need to get it off of co-host by December. But yeah, it is kind of a nightmare. I can't deny that. But it's so worth it. Alright, well I got 1 million for that ball, even if I didn't get it in the side. Bad ball there. Wait, what is TABA? I know Destroy the Ring, and I know that there's the Valinor Wizard mode that, like, almost nobody can ever get to. And takes, like, hours of play. There and back again. Neat. I have not heard of that mode. Alright, keeping it going. You know, I'll take the 500k. Nice. Alright, get in the, oh. Hmm. 3,050,000. I'm gonna leave that there. Special bonus is, I believe, if you light all of the left sides, all the left side lights, the ones that aren't currently lighting up. But it only matters for, like, giving replays. And you know what? When it comes to failure modes of emulating a pinball game, having the lights not light up is a pretty realistic one. You know, if you were to find this game somewhere, there's a good chance that some of the lights wouldn't light up. Have a good night, Dylan. Alright, we gotta show the next flyer. It's Williams Wonderland. Are you ready? Get them with these big features. One skill hole, 3 thumpers, 2 flippers, wow, 2 flippers, and 2 snappy kickers. Once again, we've got another Alice in Wonderland themed table. We saw Gottlieb's take on it last time. This is William's take on it. And speaking of which, there was a huge line to play the new John Papaduke designed Alice in Wonderland at Expo. I did not get in that line, but people seemed pretty into it. Alright, 4.3 million is the score, is the par score so far. And we're lighting up some numbers for the special. Ooh, that's a good start. Lighting up some numbers for the special. You want to try to light all 10. And that, that center hole there is the way to score any of the numbers, depending on what's lit. Which is good, because otherwise, to get the 9 or 10, you'd have to hit the out lanes. Yo, I keep hitting the same out lane, so that doesn't help. It's in the skill hole. It's not a gobble hole, it's a skill hole. I think it only matters if you get, like, all 5 balls in it, which is not going to happen. Similar to the replay, or the extra ball on Skyway. Oh, dunked. That was 4.3 million. Do I have another thing lit up? 4310. I don't mean to keep having to talk over the music. I mean, it's not like these pinball machines really provide much of their own sound, but let's just appreciate the sounds of the pinball machine. Let's put in another nickel. Yeah, I love the flippers that say flipper. Just get to the point. They're a lot better than the flippers that say Gottlieb. $4.7 million is the new high score. Well done, Caroline.
Do not panic.
Skill hole! So this table's set up pretty steep for its era, but in a way that's pretty satisfying to play, at least. I say as I get repeatedly dunked down the left out lane, but I could just plunge better. That was 4, 5, 30. So, like, where are the points on this table? You want to hit a lot of lanes. You want to hit that center. You want to hit that center spot a lot. Yeah, like, there's a lot of standard components. Like, the bumper caps that have just numbers on them, those are reused through a lot of different games. Or, you know, I'm pretty sure that the ones right here that say 100,000 when lit are a standard thing. Alright, we're in the hole. Alright, okay. You're in the skill hole. Oh yeah, good historical context there. Score reels started to exist. I don't think we're going to see a VPX that has them until next stream. There we go. And so we've got a couple of things that are not quite real going on here, because one thing is like the automatic ball loader. You should have to hit a button to load a ball, but you know, one thing is if you don't put the automatic ball loader in, then people will load up your VPX and say, how do I start the game? Is it broken? So that's one reason that VPX creators would just put the automatic ball loader there. That was a better score, 6 million. 6,220. Taking the high score. Put another nickel in. Oh, it's asking for my initials on the piece of tape. Nice. Don't get out of there. Aw. So it's set up a little steep and fast. But I'll forgive it for how pretty their recreation is. And how they, you know, they picked a combination of settings that's pretty satisfying to play. Hey, look at all my skill. Must be pretty skilled to get it in the skill hole. At least more skillful than getting it in the 9 lane over and over. Hey, it's in the 10 lane this time. That's different. I want to do better than that. So we're just going to keep putting in nickels. Dang it. Ah. Now clearly the strat is just to keep doing that. Just keep hitting the outside of that 100,000 bumper. Just plunge accurately. And have it keep going back down into the plunger. Tape internet. Alright. Okay, no, 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 no. Ah. That center hole is kicking it on that arc into the 9 lane too much. Ah! Wow. I have seen the video, like on YouTube, of explaining how to get Valinor and trying to get to it. Not the whole video, because it's like hours long. But that is an astoundingly difficult goal. Right, I didn't put the other nickel in. Oh, too hard. Alright, it's got in there at least. I need to nudge it as it's coming out of the hole so that it doesn't just do that gentle arc into the 9 lane. Better. Now it's in the skill hole instead. See if I can hit the outside of that 100,000 again. No? Okay. Oh, hit the 4. Oh, special is lit! Special is lit! Oh. Making numbers 1 through 4 lights the special. Hey, it's a replay! It stayed lit. I got 2 replays. Yeah, we have a Lord of the Rings in our living room that we haven't, like, set up and turned on. We need to find where it's going to go, which means we need to move a bookshelf. It belongs to Sammy, and we have it until Sammy has a place to put it. Let's play the replays. I'm very excited to try playing it, but there's been so much going on. Shoot. Two balls in the skill hole. There we go. 3 balls in the skill hole. Oh, did that give me the 100,000? Or is it not lit? This hole requires skill. Super skill. Nice, nice, nice. 4 points. Aw. That was a 4.5 million. Alright, this brings us to the middle of the stream. We're not done, but I want to take this moment to shout out the sponsors. Thank you so much to Game Boy, Caroline, and Royal Blue Wizard for being sponsors of Silver Ball Century. You want to become one? Patreon.com. It takes a lot of time and some money to put this stream series together. I do need to credit the music. A lot of it comes from freesoundmusic.eu. Royalty-free music used with permission, so I shouldn't get muted on Twitch. And it's more fun to compete, as y'all have been doing. The exclamation point score command records your score, and now it keeps track of high scores. I still want to figure out a way to go back and look at the scores, like to serve a website from it or something. Let's get back to our table list. That was Wonderland, and now I think many people are excited for Balls-a-Poppin, with riotously exciting Wild Balls score booster feature. Surprise! I like what's going on in the lower left there. It's, you know, if you just glance at it, it's 1 or 2 players, but with the small text, it's fun for 1 player, more fun for 2 players. Yeah, probably, you know, you can't say it's the first machine with multi-ball, because you could always make your own multi-ball. But first machine with flippers to intentionally have multi-ball. And I have to say with flippers, because there's always a 30s machine that did it first. Mm-hmm. We've got a surprisingly readable score display now. Yeah, with 4 different digits on the score display. $0.05 per player. Each player shoots 5 balls. So the scoring is that you want to light the bumpers or the kickers, and then hit the ones that are lit. But lighting the bumpers unlights the kickers, and other way around. I checked with a YouTube video, and apparently the surprising lack of chimes is real. The YouTube video of someone playing this table also has Dang it. Also has no chimes in it. This program is Visual Pinball 10, abbreviated VPX. Oh, there is, yep. It is a really cool program with kind of a bunch of parts that you have to get set up. I wish it were a quicker thing to set up, but I've written this guide to it. Because once you have it set up, it's amazing. You have hundreds of pinball tables you can play. Yep, Malame is bringing the dings. Oh, right, good bumpers. Okay. So... Oh, almost got it in there. These kickers are very strong, but the flippers are pretty appropriate. We can ding if we want to. So I've got the maximum number of wild balls loaded, but I need to get it in that hole. Come on, come on, come on. No. Oh, hey, saved it. Get in the... Kickers, why? There we go! The balls are a-poppin'. We've got 6 balls that it auto plunges from a separate compartment where it loads them into during the game. And that was a lot happening at once. Now, it claims to have loaded 3 wild balls during that multi-ball, and I don't know if that's real. Like, is the ball loader just waiting for 3 balls to drain to put them in there? Or would it not actually be able to load them until you've drained them? Oh, that is a really cool fact. They still went with Tilt Ends game. Because, yeah, usually when we see multiplayer games, they switch it to be Tilt just ends your ball. So that the other player can keep playing. But they do let the other player keep playing. That is neat. There are a total of 9 balls. Okay. That was a score of 1797. I have gotten 3,500 on this machine once, according to the note on the machine. And I scored a replay in there. I scored 2 replays, actually. Dang. Ending that ball with just 71 points, because not a lot of things I wanted to happen happened. So the real thing you want for scoring... Dang it. The real thing that you want for scoring is for the ball to bounce around the bumpers and to not hit the light kicker's dead bumper. Did it make you watch ads again? Even though I did 2 minutes of ads earlier? That's not how the deal was supposed to go. It's not supposed to make you watch ads when you reload after that. So... Yeah, but probably not all 10 going at once. Although, rapid transit could have... Did I... What was the replay pop noise for? There isn't a match feature on this, is there? Rapid transit, if you got 9 balls into the top trough and then shot the 10th one into the elevated line, you would then have 10 balls going. One of them would just be on a track that you had no control over, but the other 9 would be bouncing around on the lower playfield. Hey, multi-ball, just one. Oh, it's gone. I'm reminded, what was the game I played with a Powerball? I'm distracted now. I can check Pindigo for this. Sorry for the brief pause, but I need to... Right, it was Tri-Zone. The expo floor had a Tri-Zone from the 80s that they just put a Powerball in for no reason. It was even sillier than that game usually is. Yeah. Oh, False Ichabod, were you at Expo? Dang, I ran into a few people from Expo that I knew from the internet, but it's always hard to put faces to usernames. Yeah, like, Triball wants you to aim at targets that are pretty close to the flippers, and then it adds a Powerball. Okay, so a Powerball, right. It's from Twilight Zone, where if you accomplish a certain goal on the table, it releases from the gumball machine not a normal pinball, but a ceramic pinball that has more momentum and also is unaffected by magnets. Or yeah, 30% lighter. It bounces around a lot more frantically. And then your goal is to put that ball back in the pinball machine, in the gumball machine. But now that's just like a miscellaneous pinball component that you can have, and you can put in a different machine. I'm gonna put a nickel in. I don't understand what's causing this machine to give a replay after every single game. Alright, nice bumpers, nice bumpers. Alright. That was a silly number of points from bumpers, which should probably take some time to register, to move the relay that lights up a different score number. So I probably wouldn't have gotten 10 from all of those rapid bumper hits. And also the bumper spring itself takes time to move back. Oh yeah, at Expo I played Viper Night Driving in a well-lit room, so the one, like, supposedly interesting feature of the table didn't work. Which is that it's got the glow balls that light up under black light, and it turns on the black light during multi-ball. Yeah, there's so many new recreations that I'm looking forward to playing. And, like, back here in the 50s, it's a miracle that, you know, when you can play them at all. But we've got some big improvements in some of the VPXs from the 80s and 90s in particular. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more, but these, I'm not getting above 1,000 anymore. Yeah, exactly. Viper is a terrible pinball table, and I kind of love it. Yeah, I had no idea Dragon Fist was a pinball table, and I look forward to finding out what it is. No wild balls. Oh. Dang. Alright, got some kicker points there. $15.58 for Caroline. Whoa. Yep. Okay, kicker points, I'll take them. And it also rolled over the wild ball loading rollovers a lot. Still only 500-ish points, though. Dang. Alright. Had a pretty good and lucky first game of this. I love how SB can keep delivering these fun facts. Alright, we've seen what Harry Williams designed, we've seen the unknown designer from Bally who made Balls-a-Poppin, and we're gonna see what Wayne Nyans at Gottlieb is up to again. But first, I'm gonna run a couple more minutes of ads and take a quick break. Yeah, but like, it's such a cool table, it needs a guide. You know, that's a good point. There is probably tons that I need to update. Like, all the stuff below the stream, I know I haven't updated since I was, like, mostly streaming Necrodancer, probably? So yeah, that's a very good point. But yeah, I am not on Twitter. I am on Blue Sky, a little bit on Mastodon, and on my own blog at this point. Alright, welcome back from ads. I'm setting up Gottlieb's Rainbow. Got color, action, and player appeal. You know it's got color because they bothered to use 2 colors of ink on the flyer. And then it tells you the rules. Yeah. Yeah, I really wanted the machine to be somehow more gay, given the name. Super powered flippers fire ball upfield at 12 two-way rollovers. Also, 2 pop bumpers and 2 cyclonic kickers, played alternately for 100,000 scoring. And we got 3 gobble holes in the middle of the table there. And the outlanes right next to the flippers are a thing that we see in these pinball tables for a while. Come on. There's another table where special is a replay, and you light it by hitting all the numbers, and I'm in a gobble hole already. Wow, got some loud chimes after having no chimes. 1 million when lit. Yeah, I just got 1 million for that, it looks like. But if you get it back in the same gobble hole, then it's only 500,000. Yeah, 1 million point shot. All you have to do is paint 3 zeros onto the end of the score. My favorite example of that remains the machine called Hell that they have at Pastimes. It's one of those European machines. I have no idea who the manufacturer is. I can't find it on IPDB. But it's an 80s machine with, digital scoring on it. But they just painted 3 7-segment zeros on the end of the display. I just need to hit the 9 and 10. And the theme is the theme of Hell is Gorgar with boobs. Shoot. And that's the gobble hole. Alright, that's 3,750. Oh. I have to type it right. And 3,530 for Caroline. Game crashed on me. Let's restart it. My favorite score inflation is when you exploit a bug in Guns N' Roses Not in This Lifetime and score like 2 quintillion points by underflowing it. UHRT Gorgar, perfect. I mean, I bet they fixed it. Just need to hit the 9, including the center out lane. But instead I got gobbled for 1,000,000. And once again. Well, now I can't get it in the out lane because that would be the game over. But game's over anyway. One thing that a lot of these recreations are set up to do is to give you a replay when you get a high score. And my understanding is the reason they do that is to make a noise so that you know that it's asking you to put in your initials. So not something that happens for real, but I understand why they do it on the VPX, but that's not a real replay that I'm getting. Shoot. I saw that Jersey Jack has given... I'm not playing this well. Jersey Jack has given into score inflation a little bit with Avatar. Because, like, usually 10,000 points on a Jersey Jack is a pretty, you know, like 100,000 points is a pretty big number. They always undid score inflation a little bit. They used the ones digit for things. But then I saw the Antarium tournament game of Avatar where Andy Bagwell had 900 million points. Which is the kind of score you get if you know what's going on in Avatar, which is a challenge. Opponents had fewer digits in their scores. Ooh, you can get 9 digits in Elton John also. I guess, yeah, wow. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I can see how that would be a plausible score in Elton John. Gobble hole. Terrible score. Yes. Yes, the pop bumper that says pop. Emphasizing that there is no particular score for hitting it. Or if there is a score for hitting it, it's not a number of points that they had a bumper cap for. And pop bumpers versus jet bumpers is a terminology dispute between the pinball companies, right? Because, like, Williams calls them jet bumpers for a long time. And Gottlieb calls them pop bumpers. And sometimes you see them called thumper bumpers. Nice million gobble hole. See, by letting up the gobble holes, they found a way to make me more excited about losing the ball that way. Good news about Jersey Jack Table is the components are getting better, and apparently people really like the new Avatar. I've enjoyed Elton John to the extent that I've played it. 3.9 million
jackpot.
for Caroline. And of course, you know, I have less experience with Jersey Jack tables because you are not allowed to emulate them in any way. Whereas Stern at least chills out about people emulating their older tables. Yeah, Godfather is too many multi-balls. I agree. And Guns N' Roses Not in This Lifetime is a machine that I've repeatedly wanted to like, but the rules are strange and silly and the components never work. Wonka's good, though. The rules of Wonka are very hard to learn, but it's fun and cool things happen on it. Hey, million gobble hole. We're up to 3.1 million now. Yeah, I'm sure Kat could tell you about her experience trying out Hobbit. Thought I would get a flip on that one. We're up to 3.3 million. Also, I just need to hit the 3 and the 6 lanes. Which I am not. Okay, there's the 6. And I need to hit the 3 somehow, which I probably won't at this point. Because there's not like a path up there. Also, I flubbed that. 3.5. 357. But, you know, this is interesting because, like, when a 1,000,000-point gobble hole is like a third of your score, the gobble holes really don't feel so bad. You're right, I like Dialed In also. The theme is hard to explain, but, you know, we need more wacky original themes in pinball. Shoot, wrong gobble hole. Popping all over the place. We are popping off. You know, if these VPX tables from this era had people who paid enough attention to the details like they do for, like, the 80s and 90s tables, then there would be some script that could, like, make sure that the response time of the components was simulated well. Like, that a pop bumper can't go off 10 times in the same second. Hey, oh. Special's lit somewhere. Need to get, oh. I would have gotten a special if I ended in one of the lit gobble holes. Yeah, you've got Stern's Black Knight Sword of Rage. You know, a theme that existed, but it is an original pinball theme. It's 2.8 million. See, that is an interesting goal on this table, and I know it's just for the replay, but I want it now. Which is to hit 1 through 10 and then end, in one of the lit gobble holes. Hit another lane, hit another lane. I wanted to pop up through that 4 lane, but I guess it's not happening. And of course, a lot of multimorphic themes are original. I went to the multimorphic booth at Expo. I played Final Resistance, which is a Scott Danesi table. It's like billed as the sequel to Total Nuclear Annihilation. It's pretty neat. It's not as fun as Total Nuclear Annihilation, I'm gonna say, but it's pretty neat. The multi-balls start just like rapid fires the pinballs at your left flipper with no ball save. Multimorphic invented Weird Al. But yeah, they've been doing licensed ones, of course. And then next to it, with a much longer line, was the Princess Bride pinball table, which I started in line for, and then I watched people play it, and it is the most nothing playfield I've ever seen, and that is saying something for a multimorphic. I just decided that I did not want to deal with the disappointment of playing it. $4 million, nice. I'm at 3.2 million. I could get 4 million if I end in the lit gobble hole. Which I did not. Improve my score. You know, this machine is actually getting me a little bit hooked. The scoring is somewhat satisfying on it. Hey, that's a bunch of rollovers to start with. Yes! I can see what that flyer's talking about with, like, your customers will be thrilled by the cyclonic scoring or whatever it said. It's nice. Nice. That's all the rollovers. Now it's going to start counting up that track in the middle, and I don't know what the number on it means, but special! I think? Yeah, no, I have 2 credits now. I wonder what this track with a bunch of ones counting up through 5 is. Hey, another special! Like, would I get 5 specials if I got, or 5 replays if I got to the top of that track? Don't do it. Don't drain. No! Only 3.3 million, but I did score 2 replays on it. So let's play at least one of them. I did it. I achieved the goal of the table. Woo! Million! Woo! Million! That's a call out from Comet, for those who don't recognize it, which was, you know, advertised as having the first 1,000,000-point shot. Shoot. We get the different ding for every 1,000,000 that we pass. Oh, it's over. Oh, you're probably right, actually. Get back to our tables list. There's one more tonight.
Take me for a walk. I want to go for a walk.
Alright, this one's pitching it to operators with "Buy the best, we do." They're advertising the quality of Gottlieb's components, and in particular, mentioning that they are equipped with national slug rejectors. You are not getting away with putting a fake coin into this machine, probably. I was never clear on how slugs work, but my cousin had one. A slug being a fake coin that you can put into an arcade machine and get back somehow. I guess I had the wrong year on Rainbow if it was 56. This one's 57. Oh right, it doesn't have Woo Million, but it does shout Million, I think. I just loaded Rainbow again. That's the wrong table. Here we go. Gottlieb's Ace High. It's hidden behind my bow right now, but the backglass text is "Amusement pinballs, as American as baseball and hot dogs." And of course there are a lot of baseball-themed pinball tables. And at least one hot dog-themed one. Put the nickel in. Alright. This is a JP Solace recreation, so I'm expecting it to be very bouncy. There's definitely a Chevrolet-themed pinball table. I'm not sure about the apple pie one, but I can imagine one from this era. Actually, wow. Did JP Solace put slings that fire at a reasonable strength on the table? Well done! Granville, yeah, I mean, I'm live, this is not a rerun, this is Season 2. Yeah, we've still got strong flippers, high table angle, in a way that I've not usually seen 50s tables set up. What am I going for on this table? Lighting 3 queens, 3 kings, or any ace lights the special hole. Hitting the bullseyes light the corresponding queen, king, and ace lights in that order. Yeah, this one is entirely new to me. We did not play this one the first time through. Okay, getting some good bumper value here. Oh. And then it makes the electronic noises on the post-it note. That was 195. Yeah, it's a very good, simple mechanical solution to telling you what ball you're on. Well, I got clubs and nothing else. What does that do for me? Lighting all the suits lights the out hole for special. Oh, there's that special when lit at the bottom. Ah. You know, this table angle isn't even that steep. Table angle's fine, I think. Like, look the way it floats around at the top of the table when I plunge it. Alright, we've lit a queen. Hey! That was not the special hole, that was that a million? Was that the million hole? I think I can see why the special hole would be worth a replay, because that is hard to hit. Hey, thank you for the follow. Whoa! Oh. Dang. $2.12. Caroline is staying ahead of me in score.
Use the force, Luke.
That's really exciting. Have a great night. And yeah, should be doing a stream same time next week. That'll bring us up to 1960. Alright, let's see if I can control this a little better. Or, you know, just get lucky and land in the million hole, which seems to be the real trick. No, don't go in the top. Disappointing. 2 million from the million hole. How come your VPX lets you have 2 million? That was a million. Oh! It's either a 500,000 or a million when lit, and then the special when lit are those separate lights below it. Yeah, maybe you hit the switch twice. I am just noticing here that to get the special, you've got to hit all 4 out lanes and then score it on the end of your last ball. It's devious. Like, there is no way to spot those out lanes. Alright, still got a higher score, even without hitting a million hole. $2,630. 4.4 million for Caroline. Well done. Whoa, no. Okay, well. Okay, the special also lights for hitting... Shoot. For hitting queens, kings, or aces on these Bally targets. And I'm calling them Bally targets. I know this is a Gottlieb. Shoot. I think it was... But I know I've heard the term Bally target for, like, a really enticing center target to hit that is not nearly worth the risk. You'd think the side targets would be okay, though. In fact, I want to try to hit those left and right queen, king, ace targets more. To the extent that I have any control over that. No. Getting gobbled here. Shoot. Nice 100,000 pops at least. $6 million. What is your strategy here? I'm noticing that hitting the out lanes and not the center drain is lighting the pop bumpers. And so that at least makes the next ball more valuable, so maybe that's worth it. And not that I'm trying to hit the out lanes, but I guess that's something to keep in mind. 650. All right, I guess sounds like a plan of sorts. Not that I'm surprised by this, but yeah, they're definitely, oof, dang, not even an out lane. Definitely seems to be a large aspect of luck in this one. Million! Maybe I just need to keep plunging balls into the million. What's it take to actually light that for queen? Am I not hitting it square on enough? Dang. Hey, that's center's lit for queen. Nice that I can actually trap the ball on the flipper. A little unclear on what advances it. Remarkably, making center shots is working out for me. Hey, oh, what, the king? Ah. 3,840. I'm a little unclear on the rules of this one. Let's try one more. Trying to do a nice gentle plunge that could land in the million hole. Nope, too hard. Now it's gonna hit things on the way. Oh, surprisingly controllable at times. Shoot. And that's why center shots are bad, but I want to try to advance that one to ace. Oh, you light more pop bumpers for more different outlanes you hit. Shoot, I'm in an outlane I've already been in. I felt like I was starting to accomplish things there, though. Alright, let's try to get that ace. Yeah! Isn't that supposed to light a special somewhere? Oh... No, I need 3 aces if I want to light a special for 8 replays. But I could try to light the third queen. This is such a risky shot, and it's over. Okay. That is the end of the tables for tonight. let's switch back to the title music. Thank you everyone for playing along. Once again, music credits. Part of the deal, I have to credit the music and then I can use it. Shout out once again to the sponsors, Game Boy F9, Caroline Bunny, and Royal Blue Wizard. And if you want to support Silver Ball Century or my stream in general, just go to patreon.com/Arborelia. I'm gonna drop in chat the social media that I currently use the most, which is arborelia.net on Blue Sky. I should include that in these streams. Especially given the observation that my stream info still thinks I'm on Twitter. And this has been Silver Ball Century. I will see you same time next week.